Hey everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA. So here we are at here's a hillside that we're actually landscaping, and there's so much talk these days about how do you retain your hillsides. Well, at the very bottom we actually did some mechanical retaining. Up here though, we put jute netting. That's this material that you see here. It'll dissolve over time, but not until your plants have had a chance to get very deeply rooted. Now, what I mean by deeply rooted is not that ice plant that you see here in the beach area. That's a no-no. It's from South Africa. It has little tiny roots, and so how do you expect it to hold down a hillside with all the record rains we have? So what we're doing now is we're actually putting natives down. Now, when you think of natives, you think that natives are actually drought tolerant, but that's not the end of the picture. The reason you have to ask why they're so drought tolerant is that their roots go really deep into the soil. They're like tent pins. I mean, they're just super plants. And so some examples of what you might want to use. Here's one. It says Baccharis pilaris pigeon point. This is a 1 gallon. You can see I get them from Devil Mountain Nursery. These will only get about maybe 2 feet max, and 2.5 feet, and they spread out about that wide, but they go really deep down. So if you want a ground cover, this one here is called the Ceanothus Gracias horizontalis Yankee Point. So has a pretty blue flower on it. The bees love it. Pollinators just go nuts over this, but this also kind of stays low. So what I'm doing is I'm planting natives that are going to stay fairly low. Another one, this is like the pigeon point, but it's called Twin Peaks. It's a Baccharis pilaris Twin Peaks. Great for hillsides because it stays low. And then another one here is called Salvia leucophylla Point Sal. It's also a low grower, but it gets these really beautiful, gorgeous flowers on it. And it has a very wonderful aroma. Now, another one that really helps the pollinators is Bees Bliss. This is a Salvia Bees Bliss. That's actually the botanical name, Bees Bliss. Great. It's a ground cover. It'll stay low, give you tons of flower throughout the warm parts of the year, and it's extremely drought tolerant. The roots go really deep down. And the last one, well, no, almost second to last. Well, this is the Twin Peaks. We talked about that. Okay, there's the Manzanita, the Arctostaphylos uva ursi green, supreme. So these are a true Manzanita, and they actually stay low. They're like the ground cover of the Manzanitas. Very, very amazing plant. So just to give you an idea what to use, I live in Torrance, California, Hollywood Riviera, what they call Hollywood Riviera. There's lots of hillsides up here. If you're looking for great plants for hillsides, these are some examples of what you might want to use. And I also should add, there's one more that I think I'd like to have you take note of. This one I'm pointing to right there, that's also a salvia. It's called Hummingbird Sage. It's a great plant. It will actually help to hold the hillside down and feed the bees. Now, we built this not too recently. Whenever we do landscaping, a lot of times we like to do, especially we like to bring in nitrogen, and so this is nature's nitrogen. These are fava beans. They're nitrogen fixers. They're legumes, beans. We're going to harvest the fava beans. We're going to cut them down, and the nitrogen in the roots, we're going to leave that, and it's going to feed the kale that's coming up here. So a little black on the kale there. It's because I had some biochar. I put a little bit of biochar this morning. That's drying off. Okay, that's it. For more information, check out our website. Our number 310-420-8507. Mike with Enviroscape LA. Thanks for joining me. Take care.